Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So I'm sitting in my car filming a quick intro for today's video because I forgot to. So I'm going to be testing out some new Dollar Tree products, specifically the LA Colors Rose Quad. It's the last and final quad. I bought all four. So we're going to be doing a look today. This is not the look, but yeah, we will be testing out some new makeup and using that quad. And yeah, I'm going to make this short and sweet because it's kind of a mess. So anyways, if you're returning, thank you so much for coming on back. And of course, if you are new, I would love for you to subscribe for more Dollar Tree oriented content. So yeah, without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So we're going to start with eyebrows, and so I'm just going to brush mine up. And I'm going to be using a product from the Dollar Tree that I have not used in a while. It is this LA Colors Brow Cream Gel. Mine is in deep brown, which is probably, of course, a little dark for me, but I do like a darker brow. I got this, I think, last year sometime, if not the year before, and I actually just posted a video about some of my favorite brushes from the Dollar Tree, kind of an ultimate Dollar Tree makeup brush starter kit. This was not in there because I do have other brushes that I use, but I did purchase this at the Dollar Tree. I just don't reach for it a lot, but we're gonna use it today. It's just this little like liner brush. Great for the eyebrows as well. So I'm just gonna try to do some different stuff today if I can. We've got some new products, but I've also got some products that I don't have new, like an eyebrow product or foundation or anything like that today. Now there are some things that I am on the lookout for at the Dollar Tree. I saw today in someone's walkthrough here on YouTube, some Flower Beauty foundations. So I'll be on the lookout for those. This brush is actually doing a really, really good job. The other brush that I normally use is a little bit thicker than this. This is like really kind of easy to maintain control of. Really like the way that brush did that. Very, very easy to get a nice line. Might have to remember that. I like that. So I do have a new face and eye primer from LA Colors. They had a couple different variations of both of these. I just got one of each. I picked the face primer that is in this kind of bluish tube. It says it evens skin tone. Then this is an eye primer. This is the one for a matte finish. They had one for a shimmer finish too, but I figured they're probably both the same. I don't really know. See, this one, the eye primer has a slight color to it. I forgot to carve out my brows. I'm going to do that here real quick. I only put the primer up to about the crease or so, so let me do that, and then getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm excited. That did leave a really nice kind of finish on the lid, went on very smooth. Okay, let me carve out my brows real quick before I go any further. And I'm just gonna use this LA Colors Conceal and Correct in yellow. It's been a little while since I have used this concealer. Another brush here that was featured in that video that I use all the time for this purpose. Of course, this, for a lot of people is a very unnecessary step, but I like to do it. So I've been really trying to, my goal for this month, I know a lot of people are doing Vlogmas and stuff like that. I'm just trying to post a video every other day because I know I've been so lax lately and not posting my usual 3 times a week like I had done for so long. And so I feel really bad about that. And I have more free time now than I've had in quite a while. So I'm really trying to take advantage of that and post more for you all. So I'm kind of taking to this every other day schedule, which means some weeks it'll be 3 videos and then some weeks it'll be 4. And they'll kind of be like the way that ends up working out with 7 days in a week. One week it'll end up being Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then like the next week it'll be like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday or something like that. So there's no particular day. I'm just really shooting for every other day. That did a really, really nice job. Very happy with the results so far. Okay, so now let's put on our primer. It's white out of the tube, but I tested it on my skin when I got this in my haul, and it does go on clear. It's very smooth. It has that nice smoothing feel. I have the yellow primer that they came out with a while back that, they have all the colorful ones, and I just have the yellow. And it's nice. I do think it evens up my skin tone, but it doesn't feel as smooth as this. So this might be like a super win. I feel like that gave my skin a really nice glow. very impressed with the primers. I've never really noticed like if a primer makes my makeup stay longer or anything like that, but I do like the way they feel, and yeah, you know, I do try to use them if I can. If I'm gonna have a long day, I will. Other than that, I don't usually use them very much, but I do know and recognize when they look nice and give my skin a little extra glow, and I'm liking that, liking it a lot. So for eyes, I've used all of these except one last one. It's these LA Colors quads that kind of came out a couple months ago. This is the rose one. I have only swatched this. So I have a fall makeup look video that uses Heat and Bare. And then I just did a video that uses the smoky one. I'll have it linked down below. So this is the last and final one that I haven't used yet. So I'm gonna just take a brush and go all over with this light shade. I think I'm gonna do kind of like a halo eye with this. I haven't done a halo eye in a while. Again, shades like that don't really do a whole lot. It just adds a nice base and something for the other shadows to kind of glide over. So now I'm gonna take that matte shade right there. I'm gonna kind of put it up to my crease, and I'm gonna kind of put it all over, even towards the inner part. I did see they do have everything that was around this display when they were selling these at the Dollar Tree. They do have it all on the website. Of course, you have to buy like a case of like 30 something or 20 something, but they do have them on the website, which that's one thing I kind of hate about the Dollar Tree website. You have to buy cases of things. I guess except like the Ioni lashes, you can get those in smaller quantities. Not fun. So I'm gonna take a bigger brush. I just kind of want to blur this a little bit. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this darker shimmer kind of over top of the lid. I'm gonna use a wet brush though, because I want this to be shimmery and beautiful. I'm gonna use this kind of thicker brush. That is just beautiful. I'm gonna make this is gonna kind of be like a little bit of a softer look. I do everything always so smoky and intense often that I forget to do softer looks. I'm gonna kind of blur this just a little bit into the crease. So now I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna go into that final shade there, that lighter shade, and put that right in the middle of my lid. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that dark matte shade and just pop a little extra. There we go, that's beautiful. Like I said, y'all, the quality of these shadows is absolutely, absolutely amazing. I feel like a halo eye is very beginner friendly because all you have to do is just pop on a lighter shimmer like right in the middle of your lid. You really can't mess it up. You know, it's gonna look good on the either side. I always get to this stage in the video where I've like wiped under my eyes and my skin starts looking like a hot mess. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the primer on under my eyes because I've pretty much wiped it all off. And then we're gonna put on our lashes, move on to our face, and finish up the eyes. You know how we do. So I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara. We are gonna be using a new pair of eyelashes that I got a while back. And this is the Be Beauty Essentials brand mascara that I found recently at the Dollar Tree. I also saw someone haul yesterday, as a matter of fact. I know Ioni kind of has their own like actual makeup line, not just lashes anymore. And I haven't yet run into it, but literally I saw some amazing things yesterday in a haul. Like eyelash curlers, which I don't use, but like different like sponges and different lip products and stuff. I'm gonna be using some liquid eyeliner. This is the LA Colors matte liquid liner. This is not new, but I just have not used it very much. I'm gonna try to get a really thin line. I kind of want to keep this look soft. So these are the lashes that I found. They were like weird, like the packaging was kind of like ice cream and sweets kind of a thing. And I picked up these wispy long crisscross style lashes. And I don't think I've worn this style before. So for me personally, I usually always have to trim these. So I'll be using my Ioni lash glue. This is a brand new one. I just did my very first Dollar Tree empties and I had like 3 tubes of eyelash glue in there. So I've used this stuff here quite a bit. So I'm gonna let my glue dry, pop my lashes on, and I will be right back. Okay, so my lashes are on and they feel a little uneven, but it'll come together. So I'm gonna move on to the face. I do not have a new product in this category until we get to the highlighter and blush and bronzer, but I'm gonna use something I haven't used in a while, and it's this LA Colors Matte Liquid Foundation. This is in nude. I still see this from time to time, and so I thought it would be fun to just kind of pull this out again. And I'm gonna use something that you've been seeing in my last couple of videos, this e.l.f. blender, kind of silicone blender, and we'll see how it works with this. I didn't like it with the regular LA Colors liquid makeup, but I liked it with the Sassy Chic. I think it was either the BB cream or the foundation that I used in my last Get Ready With Me. Worked great with that. So I don't know, we'll see how it works with this. I do like this foundation. I might have used too much. I do like this foundation better than the liquid makeup, just the regular liquid makeup. Then you take the other side, the kind of velvety side, and you just kind of pat it. I feel like this ain't going well. I used way too much product. Let me just kind of wipe some of it off with my fingers. My hair will always fall down when I'm doing this part. It's like the whole point of being out of my face is kind of for this part right here. I will be doing a Dollar Tree favorites and fails coming up here hopefully soon. Kind of giving you a rundown on some of the recent products I have hauled over the last couple months and letting you know, kind of updating you, because I buy them and haul them and say, I'll let you know what I think. And I know, and I don't always get to tell you what I think or how I feel about a certain product. So I'm gonna try to compile just a list of things that I have purchased that I can update you on how it's going. So if you can think of any products that I have hauled that you're curious to hear how it went, let me know in the comments section because I might not remember everything. So if there's something in particular that you're kind of waiting for as far as an update on, please let me know. Yeah, this is definitely working better with this foundation than the liquid makeup. As far as I'm concerned, at least for me, that liquid makeup does not really, well, it's not too bad on my skin. It just did not work well with this particular blender. It's still not as good as the Sassy Chic. So like for me, like the Sassy Chic face products are just my favorite at the Dollar Tree. As far as, like Dollar Tree brands and things you find there all the time. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite LA Colors. And I'm gonna smooth it out even more. We'll get there. So I bought this a while back. It's the Wet n Wild Coverall Cover Stick. This is in light, and I have not used it very much, so I'm gonna use it today, and I'm just gonna kind of go in around my eyes. It's a little bit hard. And I'm just gonna kind of go in and cover up. I do feel like the shade of this is a little bit pinkish, but at least it's light enough. You know me, I've got to have my concealer be kind of light on the lighter side. And I'm kind of just using my fingers a lot to kind of warm it up and move it out. Really not bad. I should probably use that more often. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with these LA Colors pots, and they have one that they kind of marketed as a bronzer, but like I said, it kind of feels a little bit more like a highlighter to me. But we're gonna try it because that's what we do. If something says that that's what it is, we will certainly give it a try. All right, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna put it on this big fluffy brush and just kind of see what it does. I'm gonna try to concentrate on the darker side of it too, the two darker colors. I have cleaned off my brush too, so it's actually got a little bit of color payoff unless I'm completely losing my mind. And at this point in the year, that is possible. No, it's got some color payoff. So those are the two darker colors swatched. So yeah, that is definitely what I'm seeing. Very nice. So I'll use the lightest shade for a highlight, and it's shimmery and I don't know what it's gonna look like out in the sun, but as of like right here goes, and I do have a powder that I can set it all down with, I feel pretty glowy and not like in a really, not in a bad way either. So I have two blushes that come in these little pots. One is Fresh Glow and Just a Hint. Fresh Glow is a little bit more pink and Just a Hint is a little bit more, I don't know, bronzy, and I think I really want to go with that one for this particular look. So we'll save this one for another time, and I will go in with this one right here. So I'm just going to swirl these together and go in. It's got a very light color payoff. It's shimmery, but again, I've been loving a glowy bronzer and blush lately. I'd almost rather do that anymore than use like highlighter and then just set it down a little bit with powder and just have that glow kind of come through. That's actually really very pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna set it down with powder. Very subtle, very subtle. Yeah, I'm definitely not hating it. I love, like I said, I've been loving like a glowy blush and bronzer lately. So I'm gonna kind of set this down with some powder and then put a little bit of highlighter on top. So I'm just gonna use this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Loose Powder. This is translucent. This stuff has a beautiful effect on the skin. Gives it like that perfect airbrush effect without looking too like powdery. And this is gonna be beautiful over the shimmer because I think it's still gonna allow some of the shimmer to come through while kind of toning it all down just a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into that first shade and I'm gonna use like a little highlighter brush and I'm just gonna go into that lightest shade. Very, very pretty. I really think, you know, these products actually go on a whole lot better than I thought they would. They're not as offensive as I thought. There's a very nice little color payout, you know, just something kind of fresh and subtle. So yeah, I'm really liking it. So now we're gonna go back to the eyes. So I'm gonna go back into that palette. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I'm gonna take my smoky liner brush and try not to make a mess. Just kind of smoke underneath my eyes just a bit. So I've had this for a while. This is one of those LA Colors liquid shadows. This is in Cheers. It's like a copper shade. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on a precision brush. And I just wanna do a little bit of this. I hope I don't accidentally go heavy. I do have a tendency to do that. I've had these for a while and I kind of just recently, I used another one that I have in my last Get Ready With Me. And I really haven't used these very much, and here all of a sudden I'm like using them, you know, but that's how it works. Sometimes I'll have something for the longest time and then finally get use out of it sometime later. And I do find that these are very readily available at the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go back into Brazen, and I'm gonna use that light shade for under my brow bone. And I'm not gonna spray my brush or anything. I'm just gonna kind of be as subtle as I can. I just kind of wanna get a little bit of highlight. That is the great thing kind of about these little beauty pots. They can be used for shimmer shadow, blush, bronzer, highlight, all that kind of stuff. So really I've used them for a couple different purposes. It's been a highlighter, blush, bronzer, now eyeshadow. This would have also made a great inner corner highlight as well. Very pretty, very, very happy with it. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of liner in my waterline, and I'm just using my LA Colors Auto Liner. So I found two of these e.l.f. Retro Paradise Dream On lip glosses. I got the one that's in blue. It's like lemonade, electric lemonade. This is in strawberry daiquiri. And so I thought this would be a nice, pretty way to just finish off the look and keep the whole look soft. And I'm not even gonna line my lips because, I don't know, I want this to be kind of soft and pretty. And I tend to overdo it when I line my lips. Tastes amazing. And goes on very, very smooth, and I am in love with the shade. My lips are also pretty chapped. That is beautiful. So quick rundown of the products. First of all, the primers, love them. Really love the face primer. If you run across this face primer in your Dollar Tree, it goes on silky, smooth, clear. I know that's a problem with some of the other LA Colors primers. Definitely a great find. Eye primer. Really liked how it evened the skin tone on my eyes. Like I said, they have a shimmer finish one too. Be very curious to try that. But really nice little primers for $1. Of course, the LA Colors Rose Quad, just as good as the Heat and the Bare. And yeah, if you see these, definitely pick them up. I haven't been seeing these as much lately in Dollar Tree, but they are amazing quality. Not even just for $1. They're just great quality little eyeshadow palettes. And then the last set of new items that we tried out were these LA Colors pots. They had several different ones. They had eyeshadows, blush, bronzers. I got 2 blushes, one of which we tried today. We tried Just a Hint. Beautiful, just nice subtle glow. It has some shimmer in it, has some color in it. You could also use the individual colors for different things. And this here that's a bronzer could also be used as a highlighter, an eyeshadow. We used it as all 3 today. And under the brow bone. So beautiful multi-use products. I definitely would encourage you to pick them up and try them and think outside the box with them. And like I said, I used it as blush and bronzer, and I'm very happy with the effect. Not too shimmery. Like I said, I'm not out in sunlight, but I do think you can tone stuff down with powder, and I have been loving shimmery products and then toning it down with a little bit of powder and just letting this kind of glow come through. And the e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip gloss, really nice, beautiful effect, tastes good, feels silky. Excited to try the other shade that I have. And yeah, I just feel, and of course, new Ioni lashes, always a hit, always love them. They never disappoint me. And of course, I'm on the lookout for the new Ioni makeup as well. So I hope you enjoyed another Get Ready With Me. Of course, if you did, it helps me and my channel out so much if you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you share my videos with anyone you think may enjoy them. As always, I will have my Dollar Tree playlist linked down below, as well as my Get Ready With Me playlist linked down below if you enjoy videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.